Hi everybody, this is Saad for the Sad Truth. Just when I thought I might never have to talk about Katy Perry again, she comes back stronger than ever. So this is from an article in The Blaze, but I'm supposing that it's probably covered in many different outlets. She apologized for engaging in multiple instances of cultural appropriation. So let me just read for you here some of the stuff that she said. I've made several mistakes, even in like the "this is how we do" video about how I wore my hair, and having a hard conversation with one of my empowered angels, Cleo, about what does it mean. Why can't I wear my hair that way? Or what is the history behind wearing the hair that way? And she told me about the power in black women's hair and how beautiful it is and the struggle. And I listened and I heard and I didn't know. And I won't ever understand some of those things because of who I am, a white person. I will never understand, but I can educate myself. And that's what I'm trying to do along the way. And even in, my intention to appreciate Japanese culture, I did it wrong with a performance, she explained. And I didn't know that I did it wrong until I heard people saying I did it wrong. Definitely no white guilt there. So what I thought I would do to sort of follow suit with the courage of Katy Perry, I thought that I would myself engage in some apologizing for all of the cultural appropriation that I've done in my life. So I have a little list here. I just put this together a few seconds ago. Probably the list is much longer, but these are the first ones that came to mind. So let's do some cuisine. I, Dr. Saad, would like to apologize for thinking that sushi and pho, the Vietnamese soup, are two of my favorite dishes. I'm from the Middle East. I don't have a right to appreciate that culinary tradition. As Professor Dr. Lena Dunham has told us when I think she visited Oberlin College, I have a Sad Truth clip on this, she was disgusted at the cultural appropriation because they were serving Vietnamese sandwiches and sushi in the cafeteria. She was disgusted with her alma mater. So I'd like to apologize for all the foods that I've eaten that are not Lebanese, and so I should from now on, as a means of cleansing myself of these sins, only eat tabbouleh, hummus, and mughrabiyyeh. Those are Lebanese dishes. I'm allowed to eat them. I'd like to apologize for having played cowboys and Indians when I was a child in Lebanon. This was ugly, this was racist, this was bigoted. I had no right to either assume the role of a cowboy or of an Indian, because in doing so, I was denigrating the oral traditions of First Nations. So I apologize for that. I definitely apologize for all of the soccer playing that I've done in my life. As many of you know, I was heading toward a professional career in soccer, and soccer is certainly, or as the rest of the world says, football is definitely not something that comes from, that doesn't have its roots in the Middle East. I was piggybacking on a sport that I had no right to engage in, and I'd like to apologize to people if I've in any way hurt them. What else I've got? Often when I say goodbye to people, I say ciao. Now, many people think that I look Italian, so maybe I'm engaging in a fraud here because I'm saying ciao when in reality I'm Lebanese, but I'm perpetuating the myth that some people think that I'm a gorgeous Italian stallion. So I'd like to apologize for that linguistic rape. My favorite type of music is what's called Philly soul. So the Delphonics, the Tempris, the Stylistics, these are all black groups. I was not part of an ancestry of slavery in the US. I come from Lebanon. I had no right to piggyback on the musical genre of a peoples that I can't have a reference to them since I'm from Lebanon. So I apologize, and I've gone ahead and deleted all evidence of any Philly sound music on my nano. I'm sorry, wife, for saying this publicly. I have dated some women of color. This was inappropriate, although, of course, I'm a brown Arab Jew from Lebanon, so maybe that allows me to date women who are of a darker pigmentation. But if they were too dark in their pigmentation, and hence I was in some way culturally appropriating sexual access to women that I should not have been looking at, then I apologize for that. I think it was wrong of me. And following suit with Katy Perry, I'm truly, truly sorry. I used to have some songs from Buju Banton, the ragamuffin dance hall artist. I might have even danced to a Buju Banton song. I think that was wrong of me. It was racist. I apologize for that cultural appropriation. What else have I got here? Oh yes, we went to the Caribbean recently on a family vacation, and my daughter got a hair braid. Now I know from Katy Perry that this was racist cultural appropriation because, you know, by doing that, we're not appreciating, you know, black women's hair and what that symbolizes. So I didn't know it was racist. Now I know, because Katy Perry has explained how having braids is racist. So I'd like to apologize for that. Any other instance of cultural appropriation that I might have engaged in, I truly apologize for it. And I thank Katy Perry for having stood up and shown us how we're all nothing but bigots and racists. Now, another way to look at this is that maybe you are honoring other traditions by wanting to be a part of them. So when I listen to soul music, am I a bigot or am I a open person because I like to be enriched by other cultures? So difficult to understand what is the right thing to do when you are navigating through the world of the social justice warriors. So there you have it, folks. Bit by bit, inch by inch, we further move towards the abyss of infinite lunacy. I hope that you're having a good week. Talk to you soon. Ciao.